Hello friends and welcome to my channel. Today I am back for another video for Super Scraplift Saturday with my friend Leilani Scraps. I will have her channel linked down below so you guys can go check her video out. Here is the layout that we will be scraplifting today. This is Sarah from Redoaklines. I am so excited to scraplift this layout. Oh my gosh, I've been waiting to scraplift this for so long. You can find her socials linked down below. Make sure you go give her a follow. She has some beautiful project. She seems like such a lovely person, and yeah, I'm super excited to scraplift her this month. So I am starting with a heart that I just cut out on my Cricut. I believe I cut it at like 10 inches, maybe a little less than 10 inches. I wish I would have cut it just a little bit larger. Actually, looking back now, I think it's good. So I am starting with some washi tape here to hold the heart down. But we are going to be stamping over top of that heart. And so I didn't want to put washi tape over top of the heart on the paper. So I just used it to hold the paper down in place, and then I put a little bit underneath of the heart to hold it down a little bit better. And I am just going to start stamping, y'all. I love stamps. If you've been following me for any amount of time, you will know that. I just love stamps so much. So I went through my stash and just pulled out tons of stamp sets. These are all very loved used stamp sets. None of them, I don't think, were new. No, they were all older stamp sets. And I'm using some phrases that I think work with the photos. And then I'm using a lot of filler stamps. So lots of stars, hearts, plus signs, just little kind of filler stamps, flowers, clouds. I'm just going to use all kinds of different stamps. You could do this with any shape. You could do this with a circle. It would be really cool looking. I have another idea now to use this heart for another layout as well that I might work on this weekend that you guys might see posted here, might be on Patreon. And I'm just going back and forth and layering different stamps, and if I think it looks good, then I'm going to put it, and I'm layering it over top of the heart. So some of it is stamped on the heart and then some of it is stamped on the paper. I am sorry that you guys can see my chest because I'm trying to get like a good look at the stamp and make sure that it's lined up properly. So you guys are going to see my head. I think I had a towel because I had gotten out of the shower and I had a towel on my head. So you guys might see that as well throughout this video. So with the word stamps, it was kind of hard because I really wanted to use lots of words, but I didn't. If I line them up over top of the heart, then you're not going to see all of the words, right? And so I was kind of conflicted with that, but I end up using quite a few, and I think that it looks good. I really love that I added the cloud stamp. There's two, I believe, a bigger one and a smaller one, and I'm so glad that I added those. I feel like they added a lot of contrast because they were I don't even know what more full, I guess. They were filled in. So I really like that. So right now I'm just working on the edge. So now I'm going to start kind of layering some little kind of filler stamps, little stars, and some more clouds. This is the smaller cloud stamp, and yeah, I love the way that this looks. I was so inspired when I saw this layout on Instagram. I just knew that I had to scraplift it because I love stamping, and it's been a while since I've done like a stamping session like this, like a really long one. This layout took me about an hour and a half to create in real time. Obviously it's sped up and I cut out some of the stamping here in a minute because it did take a while. but it was so much fun and so relaxing too. I just love to sit down and just look at the stamps and just fill in all these little places with just little stamps, things that you might not stamps that you might not normally use on a layout. And it was nice to bring life back to some of these older stamps that I haven't used in so long. So some of the, I'll tell you, I don't think that a lot of these stamps are available anymore because like I said, they are older, but I have a Heidi Swapp stamp set. I had several Catherine Puller stamps. I had, I think 2 L Studio stamp sets. And I think that I had a Picket Fence stamp set. I just had an array of stamps that I picked from my stash to work on this, and they all work together, right? Like this was just so much fun, and I really did. I had a good time. So I am about to work on more, like I'm coming out, right? I'm coming away from the heart more now. I pretty much filled in all along the edge of the heart. So now I am just going to be filling some more of the out. So there you go. I did some of that off camera, and now I'm coming back in with some more Viller stamp sets. This is a plus sign, and I'm just doing multiple little pluses together. I'm doing little clusters of 3, and I think that makes me happy. There's one larger one and then a smaller one, and so I just did the clusters of 3, which is pleasing to my eye. And so I absolutely love it. I'm still going to continue to do some more filler stamps, and then you will see here in a minute the finished stamping part. And then I'm going to add some splatter. So that's all of my stamping finished. I know it looks like a hot mess right now, but once I reveal, you guys will see. So I'm using a like coppery kind of, I don't know, splatters, and then I'm also going to do black splatters. So in her layout, there were splatters, and so I wanted to kind of do that as well. And I really like the coppery ones. It's like a light copper, but in this collection that I'm using has that coppery kind of rose gold foil in it. I'm going to be using the Heidi Swapp Sun Chaser collection. Look at that, guys. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love it. I love it so much. I haven't been happy about a layout like this in a really long time. I love my layouts, don't get me wrong, but this one just brought me so much joy. And now even looking back at it and watching it again as it comes together, like it brings me so much happiness. So I am so excited about this layout. I'm so excited for y'all to see it, and I'm excited to share it with y'all. So I am starting with some scrap paper to mat my photos. This is a picture of Emily and her friend at one of the softball games before their softball game. They were standing here in the shade and they were like chatting. So I got a picture of them like laughing, and it was the perfect picture. And then Emily was like, just take a picture of us like smiling. And so I took a picture of them smiling. And so I personally like the one of them laughing better just because it's more like natural. And I love pictures like that. And I very rarely honestly get pictures like that, because usually she sees me with the camera and she's like, Mom, don't take my picture. But when she's with her friends, she's usually better at letting me take her picture. So I was super happy with both of them, both of the pictures. And yeah, they were in their uniforms, and I just thought that these pictures were super cute and perfect for this heart layout. They have been friends for many years. We live in the same neighborhood, and they go to school together and all of that jazz. And I love it. I love this picture of them, or pictures of them. So now it's time for the embellishing, guys. Sarah's layout had such beautiful embellishments. I believe hers was like kind of like camping theme kind of, or like mountains. It was just such a beautiful layout and beautiful embellishments that she used, and I absolutely loved it. I'm going to try my best to kind of do some of the embellishing kind of the same way. Obviously, I'm not using the same embellishments or same collections, but I'm going to use, she used lots of hearts on hers, so I'm going to use the hearts that I have in this collection, which they're much smaller than the ones she had on her layout, but I think that's okay. So I used this larger embellishment to the left hand side. It's a sticker. I did pop it up. On her layout, she had like an embellishment over to the left that was a little bit larger as well, and it looked like it was popped up. So I did that, and it says, "You'll find me chasing the sun." And then I used that sticker that says "laughing out loud" because they were laughing in the one picture, and I thought that was perfect. And then I used one that said "amazing," and I'm just kind of placing in some hearts and filling places in. I'm going to use some tabs because she also used tabs in her layout. And so this one says "better together." And then this tab says "true story." And I'm looking through the ephemera. I don't think that I use much ephemera. I think the tabs and then this little rainbow is the only ephemera that I'm going to be using. I don't have much of that left, and that makes me happy. I love using my stuff up. So I am going to fill in a little bit more with some more stickers. I love Heidi Swap sticker books like this. They're the best. I'm going to use another rainbow, and I'm going to pop that one up on a pop dot to give it a little bit of dimension. And here and there you'll see that I'm using pop dots to pop up like just hearts and different little embellishments. And then I'm using the little photo corners for arrows again because I love that currently still. So I'm going to do that in 2 places. And then I'm still just looking through the sticker book because there's so many good stickers, but I really didn't have room for like a specific title. I feel like this layout had a lot of words going on with the stamping and all of the stickers and ephemera. I felt like there was plenty of words on this layout that I really didn't need like a huge title. And so I did use some more stickers at the bottom that says "soak up the sun," and then one says "BFF." And now I am going to bring in some little puffy hearts and enamel dots. And then these are just going to kind of, again, I'm going to be using them as fill-ins. Off camera, I did put a little bit of adhesive behind these hearts. And that is because, y'all, these hearts do not stick. They're puffy hearts. I think they're from Freckled Fawn, I believe. They do not stick no matter how hard you push them down. So off camera, I did put a little bit of liquid adhesive behind them. And then I'm going to be adding these enamel dots. These enamel dots are from Hero Arts, and I absolutely love them. They are my favorite enamel dots. I will try to link some down below. I don't know, but they are the best. I love the size of them, and you get so many because they're smaller. So I'm just kind of like sprinkling these in all around the stamping. And I just felt like it really added a nice little touch of color and all of that, like black and white where the stamping is. And I just think it's so cute. I love this layout. I will have to say that this is one of my most favorite layouts that I've created in a very long time. I really, really hope that you all enjoyed it, and I hope that y'all will head over and check out Leilani's video and her take on this same layout, see how she scrap lifted it. And I wanted to say thank you to Sarah for giving us inspiration for our layouts. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. I love hearing from you, and I hope you all have an amazing day. Don't forget to spread love and be kind. Bye, friends.